The contents of this interview, or from Awake and Empowered Expo LLC from Ethan Fox and Flower of Life Center for Human Evolution, is for informational purposes only and does not necessarily reflect the viewpoints held by these organizations or individuals. Always consult with your doctor or health professional before making any changes to your diet, lifestyle, or prescription drug use. Please understand that you assume all responsibility and risk for the use or misuse of this information.
This is Ethan Fox, and the following is a channeled message during which I ask the collective consciousness questions about exactly what happens during an energy transfer. This fascinating look behind the curtain gives a clearer idea of the purpose and benefits of an energy transfer for your spiritual growth and well-being. We start with an explanation of who exactly is this collective consciousness, and go on into further detail about the energy transfer itself.
I am Jeremiah, and I am here in support of you now. And there are many that you are requesting to speak with who are of a collective nature that have assembled in this time to assist you on your path and mission of providing an uplift in terms of energy and consciousness to many human beings upon your planet. It is my role, you see, to facilitate many questions from human beings in this time that come in regards to these issues. And as you should know, there are many multidimensional, what we would call beings, who are involved in this collective, and other forces that are involved on your planet. Some, we would say, are for good and are in fact assisting these energies and assisting your planet to heal and move forward with a plan of healing. The other side of that coin, my friend, is there are multi-dimensional, what you might call beings, who are also assisting the planet in a way that is bringing it to a lower vibrational space. And as I'm here today, I stand amongst many of these beings as I have a relationship to them from many ancient times in which I have knowledge of their connection to sources within not only human beings on your planet, but other multidimensional realms in which these beings are assisting in terms of bringing light, as well as some who are bringing what we would call darkness. So you should know that my knowledge only comes through when this type of material is needed and is questioned. And this is why I am standing with you today. Now, what I ask you to understand is, yes, there is a collective that is present here, my friend. It is directly to the left. And this collective is made up of many beings, not only what you might call of an extraterrestrial nature, but also there are many who are of past human form who have come to gather in a time in which the earth is in need of additional energies or assistance. And as you may know, these energies are approaching your planet in a realm of understanding that is difficult for humans to grasp onto. So let me break this down, my friend, so that you may understand this energetic flow that is working through you in a source of healing or a source of raising of human consciousness and evolution. So first, my friend, know that as this collective is working together, they also have their own separate missions in this time. Many of them have gathered to bring a source energy to your planet that is one of a collective or a one source. And as that energy is shifting your planet, it is moving forward others in this time who are ready to, in fact, open their minds to seeing their planet in a way that is one of truth. So this collective has many missions within this group of one. And that is not only to support the planet as a whole, but also to support individuals such as yourself that are working in this time as what some might call light workers. And we would use that term loosely, my friend. We know there are many on your planet who intend to call some light workers. And this is a very broad and general term, as we consider all human beings are of light. However, many of them have lost sight of that light within. So we're all in this human realm light workers in a sense. However, there are some, such as yourself, who have been set aside in this time, what we would call beyond light workers, my friends. So these people are, in fact, channels of this energy for various purposes in this lifetime. And this collective source is working with you as well as others to channel this energy in ways that are assisting human beings in what we would call a role of enabling them to better adjust to surface energies that are coming to your planet. So imagine this, my friend, as a human being is living on this planet, they are receiving an assistance of energy from this living being called Mother Earth. And there are many individuals that are assisting them to adjust to this energy that they are, in fact, connecting to through their physical body. So in your circumstance, we would say that there is a shift in awareness or consciousness in order to open minds to truths that have been shielded or hidden, or even what we would call distracted upon by many outside forces that have shifted human beings away from their own truth. So you, my friend, are assisted by this collective in this way, and others are collectively assisted in other ways through their energetic flow of information, which may be different. And this may be to assist human beings vibrationally, to balance their energies and enable them to better connect to the flow of increased energy that is coming to your planet. Also, there would be others who are assisting to shift this energy in a health sense to individuals. There are even some who energetically are able to connect human beings to their higher selves through this energy and able to make them more aware of their soul's purpose in this time. For that is really the goal here, is to what we would call shift human beings back to a state of light where they are connected to this higher self and this dimensional energy that allows them to fulfill a greater purpose. And we would say that many on your planet are not in this space now. They are not fulfilling their purpose. And it is saddening for us to see, because once this is enabled in all, it will create a great change that we are looking very forward to in terms of your planet healing itself and your human race being able to work together as a collective to not only heal the planet, but also heal each other and live in peace and a state of bliss and happiness that is one that was intended for your planet from inception. So the second side of this description I have for you of my role is other dimensional energies that I would say are on the right of me. These are lower vibrational beings or collectives who have a role as well. Their role is not wished upon your planet by our forces or our collective of one. However, it is there as a result of many what we would even describe as karmic past scenarios that have evolved on your planet from ancient times. And this is one we are sorry to see has manifested in ways in which your planet is held back. So I am connected to these sources as well, not in a sense of I am this negative vibrational energy or I am a part of this collective. However, I am privy to this collective in terms of I have experienced them in my own time directly and how they were more directly involved with human beings in this time from a source of defeat or purposely lowering another's space in this planetary time to connect to their own source of good. So this is why I would say I would come forth now for you and for many others who have questions of this sort, as I am very able to connect to messages from both of these collective groups.
Can you tell me what exactly, give me a little bit more information about what is the source of this energy? Is it coming from this collective of beings, or is it coming from somewhere else and they're simply directing it?
Yes, this is a question we are very pleased to answer for you. For what you should understand first is there is a field of energy that is accessible to all human beings on your planet in this time. It is a clear field of potential, of quantum potential, in which all human beings are able to tap into for source energy and enable them to open to this connection of love. However, many in this time do not understand that they are able to use these energies in this way. These energies are, in fact, what we would call out of physical reach. And in looking at human beings on your planet, you should understand that they are of extreme physical nature. So if they are not able to physically grasp onto this energy, it makes it difficult for them to be able to use it, in a sense, in the way it was intended. And this divine field of quantum energy is one of all. So it is source energy that all are connected to in order to heal themselves, in order to support their physical being, in order to connect to other dimensional realms and understand the knowledge that they must know in this time to move forward with their own purpose. So, in answering your question, is this energy coming from this collective? In this time, this divine energy is in fact fueled through collective entities and channeled through human beings in order to reach others, because some may need that, what we would call middle ground. So you have the dimensional field of energy, you have a collective that is channeling that directly to a human being who is better able to use it in this time to assist groups of, or even individual human beings to better understand this field of potential. And so you see, it's a process, my friend, in which there will be time required in order to shift this energy to an understanding in which they are able to know that they can also tap into this energy and allow it to flow through in order to even what we would call create their lives or manifest their own lives in a way that brings happiness. So, is this energy coming from the collective? In a sense, yes, we would say it is, for they are gathering of this divine energy and assisting others to connect to it in a way that brings them to a higher place of human consciousness and awakening. And as you are now realizing of this divine energetic flow, you will see that many who are similar to you on this planet will shift to an understanding that this energy is a energy that all can tap into. And we would ask that in this time, many of you are teachers of this philosophy of divine energy fields and how they are accessible to all. Because in this teaching or spreading of word, others will also awaken to their potential in this energy and understand that they are able to use it very similarly to others. We would say, however, this will take a shift not only in working with what some may call light workers, such as yourself. It will also require the shift of energies to your planet to bring both of these areas together and culminate in an awakening of consciousness in an individual to accept that they are able to tap into this field of what we would call pure and beautiful potential.
What exactly is happening to the individual who is receiving an energy transfer? What effects is it having, and what are the benefits?
There are many who are receiving of this energy, and what we would say is it is a multiple type of benefit that is happening here. So first, let us look upon karmic energy and how that is what we would call dense or heavy weight upon a human being. So in this time, many are what we would call coming forth to assist this karmic release, in which you are one. So as others are shifting, in a sense, to a lighter form of awakening in terms of belief, they must remove many of the heavy, denser energies that are holding them back. This is one. It is karmic in nature, not only from a sense that human beings might think, I did something wrong, I was bad in order to accumulate such negative energy. It goes beyond that, my friends. See, what we would like you to understand is that much of this karmic energy within human beings may also have come from past relationships in other lifetimes. It may come from battles fought in ancient times. So it is also part of the collective, my friends. So human beings are connected to all. And as one accumulates karma, it is affecting others. So you must understand that this karma is not only individual, it is not only from a past life scenario, but it is also from a collective connection to other human beings. So this is one area we are saying your energy allowing will assist to remove this karmic negative energy from other human beings. So this is one area, my friend. Number two, we would say that as you are doing an energy transfer, there is also an individual shift of negative energy. This is, yes, coming from karma, as mentioned earlier, but also many human beings are very, what we would call, held back or distracted by many lower vibrational beings that are affecting them in a sense in which they do not understand. This could be coming through microwave type of rays. This could be coming through energetic pulses from electronic equipments. This could be coming from the soil. It could be coming from the water. So understand that aside from these karmic ties, there are other factors that are affecting human beings that are also in need of being released in order to allow a clearer or more divine energy to flow through. And this is what we would say is a critical part of your energy transfers. So imagine this, my friend, as you are removing karmic energies that may have been within this individual for quite some time. There is also an accumulation of negative energies that may be flowing constantly to human beings through these other factors, through karma that is gained through other human beings' activities that are affecting the collective, from toxins in terms of waters and soils and air that is breathed. So many who come to these energetic transfers are releasing this negative weight upon them, which is allowing them to come to a place where they are in better understanding of their surroundings. They are awakening to other human beings and other vibrational energies and their own purpose, and able to connect in a sense better to this divine field of energy that was discussed earlier. So in saying all of this, what we would ask you to understand is, for some, this energy transfer that is occurring through you from this collective and divine field should be a not continual process, but perhaps even for some a regular process, in order to keep these vibrational fields that are accumulating flowing out and away until the planet is in a more what we would call stable place, where these karmic influences from others and the lower vibrational distractions that are forced upon your planet are finally easing. And when that is the case, my friend, you will see that these energetic transfers may not be needed anymore, for others will awaken to their own power and understand this divine field of energy. They will see it clearly, be able to tap in, and be able to heal themselves.
Is there a time frame within which this time will come where this will no longer be necessary?
This is a difficult question for us to answer, my friend, because what you must understand is there is not only assistance from others in terms of we will assist in shifting your planet, but human beings also have a role or a part in this time frame. For there is something that we would call free choice or free will, and in others are what we would call, some might call a conscience or their own mind. They are affecting this free will choice that can be swayed by many of these toxins. So as you see, we find ourselves in a difficult position, my friend, and this is why it is important to come at this problem from all angles. As others are affected by these lower vibrational manifestations of toxin that we have discussed, their free will choices in fulfilling this result of living in peace and happiness and health can be affected. So this is why in this time there are many such as yourself who are assisting this effort on the planet as opposed to from a higher dimensional realm, because it is very important that there is a continual shift of this negative energy outside of these human beings to allow them to see clearly the free will choices they are making and how they are affecting others and the planet. So in saying this, can we give you a accurate time frame? We do not, first of all, work in time. So what you should know is from the space and time that we live in, time is not of concern. There is no tomorrow, there is no today. It is all a field of possibility. So human beings must understand they are living within a scenario in which fields of possibility exist in various time frames and timelines that they are walking consistently even. So in saying this, in giving you a time estimate, we would say that within your human being's time frame of 10 years, we would hope to see a shift of significance begin. And that is in which we would hope to see many human beings are in fact able to make these free will choices without these negative interrupters that are in fact stifling them from making the choices that are ones we wish for your planet.
Why is it that my physical body is not affected by the negative energy and karma that I take on for other people?
Well, you see, my friend, there are some now who are working with energies from a past soul's evolution. So no one in a position such as your own would be working as a channel in this way if they were not already in a place in which their souls were prepared and ready to receive this energy and be able to use it wisely on the planet. So what I ask you to consider is this. This divine field of energy is open and available to all. However, if someone's soul was not prepared to use this energy in the correct way, or perhaps in a way to harm others, we would hope that they would not be so privy to using it to assist the planet. So many are chosen in this time whose souls have been evolved to a place in which they have high integrity in which they are able to use this energy to assist others from the best and highest good. And also, you should know the third component of this answer is that it was written, my friend, that you would come into this lifetime, in fact, to do this. However, it would not be possible if your soul had not evolved to a place in which you are able to allow this energy to flow from, yes, your highest good and only to assist others. So in doing this and in accepting this role, you are in fact naturally shielded from this energy for two reasons. First, it is to protect you and your work in this time, and it is an assistance of energy field from your guides or collective that are also providing this shield. So in a sense, because you have come to this physical body in this time to perform this work, and your soul has been evolved to a place in which you are ready, there is a natural belief in this shield that is not something that you must work at. It's just something that is in fact available to you. This is also further assisted from your collective or your guides who are supporting your effort greatly in this time through a channel of this divine energy, which is also a protection in itself.
A lot of people believe that karma that is accumulated must be worked off by themselves, that if they do something negative to another person in this or a past life, that it's their responsibility to work that off. But obviously what I'm doing is contrary to that, because I can take that on for them or remove it on their behalf. Why is that permitted, and why am I able to do that?
This is what we ask you to understand. So as one has a karmic energy tie, and it is one in which they must evolve from, you are able to take this dense karmic energy from them in order that they are not suffering through the karma. So, but we ask you to understand that these individuals still must walk that lesson. But in removing this dense energy that is connected to the lesson, they are better able to see the lesson clearly. They are better able to absorb and learn from the lesson clearly. So it's not to say that you are taking the experience away from these individuals, for they are all here to experience what they have brought forth from their soul's need. However, in assisting them to remove this negative karma or dense energy associated with it, they are better able to evolve their soul in a quicker way, which is very helpful in this time during this shift of energy that your planet is receiving. They are always going to walk this path that was intended for them. They will always learn the lesson their soul was meant to learn, but it will be highly beneficial that this negative vibration of heavy energy that is associated with the learning is removed. So these individuals are evolving faster, they are opening their minds faster, and they are clearer able to see why they are to learn this lesson in this time. So we ask that you understand that in taking away their karma, you are not taking away the lesson.
How is what I'm doing? There are a lot of spiritual masters nowadays who travel around the world. A lot come to the United States to raise consciousness and so on. How is what I'm doing with the energy transfer different from what others are doing on the planet now?
What we ask you to understand is, although others are raising consciousness, all have their own specific and unique purpose in this raise of consciousness. So I ask you to consider this. Someone's consciousness may need to open to human issues. Some consciousness may need to open to larger dimensional, universal issues. Some people may need to raise their consciousness just to a place where they are able to navigate their own human life in this time. So there are varying degrees of purpose varying degrees of energetic need and varying degrees of how must I be able to shift out of this negative vibration in order to live my life. So in a sense, many are coming to assist this shift of consciousness. And how we would say yours may be different is in this way. There is a shift of enlightenment that is happening through your consciousness and your energy transfers that is different from others. This is allowing individuals to feel a state of peace in this time. So we ask you to consider that someone who is shifting consciousness may be focused on a learning type of consciousness, that this person needs to learn this in this time. Yours is a wider goal, my friend. It is a shift of life force of consciousness that is enabling human beings to awaken in a sense. So I ask you to also understand in this answer that there are the right people coming to you now that need your shift of consciousness. The others who are coming are gathering the right people around them who need their shift of consciousness. It all affects the same result, my friend, in what is needed in the individual. So, in a sense, the people who are coming to you are in need of a wider shift of consciousness. In terms of, I live my life here in peace, I am awakened, and I see the road in front of me. I ask you to also consider that you are assembling others around you in this shift of awakening who are, in fact, ones who will do your similar work, not in terms of a consciousness aspect, but in their own way, they are here to assist the planet. So in a sense, when you use the definition light worker, we would ask you to consider that you do have many light workers who come across your path. And many of them come to your energy transfers for this raise in consciousness that helps them to step into what they are meant to do. So this has been a difficult question for you to understand, we might say. But what we can sum it up as is that every person who is working with this divine energy in a shift of consciousness sense is doing it uniquely based on the individual's needs and based on the planet's needs. And in your gifts, my friend, there are many who are awakening for what we would call the first time, to feeling a sense of greater peace, which is enabling them to further achieve their gifts on this planet.